Dr. Lopes introduced me to MyEllevate, and I understood exactly how it would improve the look of my chin, which at that point had really become pronounced. It was just saggy, you know, that's about the only way I can put it.
She told me about MyEllevate, far less invasive, short recovery time, minimal bruising and swelling, so I was sold.
I wanted to explore the MyEllevate option because I just never had a defined jawline. There wasn't fat there, there was just no support. So I never actually had like the jawline. It would just kind of start here and just kind of swoop, and there wasn't anything there.
MyEllevate is a permanent procedure. Very little pain, again, minimally invasive, non-surgical, and patients just love it. They love their look.
I'm an actor and a model. So as you can imagine, this kind of change was very important for me with my work, but also I could tell very quickly what a beautiful job that she had done. The change was subtle enough. People really didn't know that I'd undergone a procedure.
I just didn't like my profile. I was always trying to stand one way or the other to kind of disguise it, and it just wasn't working.
And what it does is it actually cinches up the tissues. So it's going to help pull everything up and lift and help to sculpt and enhance the jawline.
I'm the nurse injector and cool sculpting specialist here at Cosmetic Surgery Center, and I'm also one of Dr. Lopes' patients. And so when she came in with the MyEllevate, I was one of the first patients that got it done, and I could not be more excited about the outcome.
Rachel was a perfect candidate. She was in her 20s. This was something that was genetic. She's thin, she's young, she has good skin, and a very busy, active life. She works, she exercises, and she's always on the go. So this was a perfect procedure for Rachel to have.
I chose MyEllevate because it was such a simple procedure with very little downtime. It didn't require me to take much time off work. I actually visited family 2 or 3 days later, and nobody even knew I had anything done.
So Rachel is actually my registered nurse, and she's been working with me for 6 years. Genetically, she doesn't have a very defined jawline, and she had a little bit of fullness underneath her chin. It actually makes the patient look thinner, which they love. So it's a home run for everybody. Again, minimally invasive, non-surgical, back to your daily activities, little or no downtime with very minimal side effects, and yet you have a permanent result with MyEllevate.
I was getting a pair of pants tailored and looking in that mirror, and that 3-pane mirror, and when I looked to the side, I was like, who is that old person in the mirror with that turkey neck?
He wasn't interested in a surgical procedure. He's a very busy man. He also didn't want anyone to see that he had had a procedure done. He didn't see any definition of his jawline. He had a little fat deposit underneath his chin. And he wanted to know what he could do that wasn't going to require a lot of downtime, but that he could see a difference.
Really, my only concern was I really thought there would be a lot more swelling and discomfort, but there really wasn't. And that was another upside of MyEllevate, was far less downtime.
So MyEllevate was perfect for him. It is a minimally invasive, non-surgical procedure that allows you to get back to your daily activities in a couple of days. There's minimal pain, usually requiring just Tylenol, although if a patient needs something more, I do write them for something more. It only requires tiny little puncture sites to place a permanent suture that is going to suspend and elevate and define the jawline without any incisions, without any sutures, with very minimal pain and downtime.
Oh, I would definitely do this again in a heartbeat. Like, thankfully it's long-term results, so I don't have to, but I would absolutely do this again.
I would highly recommend it to anyone who's thinking about doing something to improve the look of their face.
Not that I felt that I looked older before, it just looks better. a better me, I guess.